Hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. Good to see you. I'm Christy Hickey with MajicMixx, and we are doing fluid art today. So, hope everybody's doing well. Excuse me. We have a couple of days of warm weather and allergies kick up. So, I'm not complaining. Not complaining at all. We're very blessed here in Florida compared to everybody else in the United States going through some really cold weather. I hope y'all are staying warm, and hopefully you have some paint and some stuff that you want to paint so you can stay busy on those cold days. Stay inside and have some fun. So, oh, hi, Chrissy. Good to see you. Sherry's joined us. Aunt Dottie's joined us. Hi. Hi, Racy. Wonderful. Good to see y'all. We're going to do like a two-part thing today. We're going to do a strainer pour on a record, and after it's dried and cured for a period of time, we're going to convert it into a clock. I did this months ago when I first started doing the Fluid Art Thursdays, and we have a lot of new members now, and I thought it would be a good idea to do a replay of it. We'll do some different colors than we did the last one. In fact, I should bring, let me go get it. I know exactly where it is, so it won't take but just a minute. Hey, brother-in-law, Racy. Glad you chimed in. Where's your wife? If she's napping, wake her up. I'll be right back. Okay, thanks for your patience, but this is the last one we did. Let's see, let me make sure it's, isn't that cute? Just put a battery operated mechanism in it, and I decided to keep this one for myself. If I had put it out for sale or given it to a gift for somebody, I would have cleaned this up here. This is a piece of the foam board that you can put on the back to because the records aren't thick enough for just the clock mechanism, so it needs something in the foam board was a perfect thickness for it, so I just cut out a square. But if I were to sell it, I would clean it up, maybe put some another pour on top of it, so you'd have a design on the back side too. But they turned out really cute, and you can pick up the clock mechanisms at any of the stores, Walmart, Michael's, Joann's. They vary in price depending on the bells and whistles that come with the little package. So today we're just going to do the design. And let's see, I've got a little bit of prepping to do. So I'm going to turn the camera down so you can see the workspace, and we'll get started. There we go. I picked this record up at one of the secondhand stores, and I look at them. I take them out of the case and I look at them to see if they're scratched, and if they are, that's the one I choose. If it's not scratched, I leave it there. But what we're going to do to get this ready is I'm going to clean it up with a little bit of rubbing alcohol, and this is 91%. It's a little bit better than the 90%. Don't ask me why, I don't know, but it is. So we're going to dab a little bit on a paper towel and just rub on the record. This will remove any oil, dust from it being handled previously. And we'll do this side because we don't want any dust or dirt getting in our paint. This side doesn't look in too bad a condition, but this side is where all the scratches are. So we're going to lay that to the side and let the alcohol evaporate. Move that out of the way. I have a Lazy Susan. Hey, Roseanne. Glad you joined us. I think you saw this project before, but we're going to do it in a different colorway. And since we have so many new members, I thought it'd be a neat idea to do a replay on this. The strainer pour on top of a record. So I've got a Lazy Susan here, and this thing is so old. It had little glass dishes in it that you could set different things in it for parties or whatever. I've got the little coffee pot. That's a 4-cup coffee pot. And the colors that we're going to use today, let's see. Now you can see. And this color, I haven't mixed this color up yet. This is a beautiful wine cabaret looking color. It's from Golden. This is a little 1-ounce tube, and the name of the color is Alizarin Crimson Hue. And this little 1-ounce tube from Golden, by the time I got through mixing it with Floetrol, because of it being an artist's paint, you're going to add a little bit more Floetrol. It ended up making 4 ounces, 4.5 ounces of paint. So this was a really good deal here. This is Golden Open Slow Drying Acrylics. Has a really nice texture. Then we have Artist Loft Deep Yellow, and I added about 1 ounce, 1 to 2 ounces of paint, and then the rest was Floetrol. And this green is Metallic Leaf Green from Artist Loft. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Rose. This color is going to be the one that we're going to mix. It's an Artist Loft, and this is Burnt Sienna. And these colors I have left a little bit thicker than normal. And there is no silicone in these either, because I don't want cells for this particular design that I have in mind with the strainer. We'll see if it works out. So there's no silicone in here. It's just the artist grade paint and Floetrol. And see, I've left it a little bit thicker. It's kind of slow pouring off the sink. Trying to get our stick, I'm trying to get that where you can see. Maybe this is a better picture. See, it's a little bit slower. Hopefully that will work to my advantage. This deep yellow is about the same way. My thinking in having it a little bit thicker, it won't run off, because I'm going to be really quick. I want it to run, but I don't want it to go really fast. This metallic leaf green is a gorgeous color. It is kind of a bright green, but it has a gold metallic sheen to it. It is so pretty. See if y'all can see that. It's a very pretty color. So it's a little bit thicker than normal. We'll see how it goes. If you don't try something new, you don't know whether or not it's going to work, right? Right. And let's mix this color up. This is a little 5-ounce cup. They come with lids. And I'm not sure if I've used this color. Yeah, I have. Okay. So we're just going to squirt some in here. And I don't want to move. I don't want to have to pick the record up and tilt it. I'm hoping that the paint, I'll have enough paint here to completely cover the record, because I don't want to manipulate the print of the strainer. Now this is Floetrol. I have it broke down in a little bottle, honey bottle. It's a lot easier to handle. And once you get used, you do this a couple of times, you'll get used to the ratio of what you have to mix, paint versus Floetrol. And the Floetrol is this. Make sure you get the latex base. That was a gallon size. They come available in quarts also. But by the time you pay for a quart, you could get 3 more quarts for double your money. So the quarts run around $7 to $8, and the gallons run $14 to $15. So in paints that way, it's always been that way. It's always best if you need more than a little bit of quart, go ahead and get your gallon. See. Well, we're glad that you're here too. Aunt Dottie's on here. We have a wonderful class. Thank you everybody for watching. Now that's about the right consistency, but I want a little bit more paint. So I'm going to add some more in here. I was cleaning out, I have a little storage drawer. I really like it. I would love to find another one. And it's here to the side of me. Yeah, y'all can see this. Well, it has some drawers, 3 large drawers, and then it has 4 small drawers. And that's where I keep a majority of my paints. Well, a lot of the paints in here are in these little cups. And sometimes you don't want to, you don't want to waste paint because it's expensive. So, and if you're doing a painting and you don't want to put, you want to hang on to the colors that you're using just in case you need to do, fix a bobo or do something else to the painting. So I've got a lot of these little cups with just a little bit of paint in them. And a while ago, I sat down here to mix up this paint. Before you know it, I had drawers open over here, and I was cleaning out all these little cups. And I'm going to recycle the cups because I can rinse them out and reuse them for other colors. Okay, that color, that looks good. But before I knew it, it was almost 1 o'clock. So the time went really quickly. Now, let's put our record up here. And I'm going to put a bowl. I keep this little bowl over here for bits and pieces of trash. But I'm going to, actually there's 2 bowls here. Cool. So keep my trash bowl and use this one. I'm placing the record on top of it. And I want to get it in the center. And, hey, Darlene. Good to see you too. All right. And this little strainer has a cute little turtle. He's got paint all over him. This was the only kind that I could find that in this area. Now they may have more now that the season's over, but anyway, make sure that you get a strainer that has a hump, okay, instead of flat. If it's flat, it's not going to work. This little, there's a little round disc right here that's part of the strainer. That's good because it's just enough height to let the paint seep out in these holes. So that was another perk of this strainer. I would have preferred not to have one of these designs, and I've tried to pull it off and it's not coming off. It's okay, we'll work with it. That's gonna go in the middle. You know what? I need some tape. I should have taped up the hole to this record. I didn't think that far ahead with this. So I just have some clear adhesive tape. I'm going to cut off a piece of it. And this will stop the paint from seeping through the hole. There. Now that's in the middle. Okay. Now let's mix up our colors. I decided to use this little coffee pot because I like y'all being able to see the colors as they go in and as they layer. So let's see, the color combination that we're going to use here is a little bit of white. And this is just Apple Barrel Craft Paint White gloss with Floetrol. I'm going to take the lid off of it. Okay, I'll put just a little bit in here. Okay. I don't know whether y'all have seen it yet. I was trying to think when I did this. It had to have been New Year's Day, because that's when the open registration happened for the Fluid Art Convention in Orlando, August the 30th through September 1st of next year. That might be a little bit too thick. But they're going to give away some really great prizes. And you can go for one day or all 4 days. You know, it's up to you. Each day is a different cost, or there's a cost for each day, or you can get the 4-day. They're giving away 2 stays at Disney World, plus they're having other drawings, and some artwork is going to be given away too. I've got the name of the Fluid Art Convention on the description. It's www.pouringartist, plural, .com, and you can check out the artist and the classes. There's like 43 different classes that will be available, all different types of techniques and fluid art and jewelry they'll be teaching. So there's not any really rhyme or reason as to the color selection that I'm pouring here. I am trying to be careful about the flow of the paint coming out of the cup. I don't want it to be really fast, because if it's fast, it'll seep to the bottom, and I don't want that. So we're just going to layer these colors. And I'm not sure, like I said, if you don't try something, you don't know whether or not it works, right? And that's how we learn. But I didn't put any white in between these colors, so I'm hoping that they'll pop. All right, let's start over again. Let's go with the wine. And these strainer pours are really fun to do. I can make some really neat designs. Now really, this album shouldn't take more than about 5 ounces. It's about a foot square if you were to square it out. And a 12 by 12 canvas takes about 5 ounces of paint to cover it. But since we're pouring, I'm putting in more paint than 5 ounces, as you can see. Can y'all see that? It's looking really pretty. The colors getting to the top of this angle, and I really don't want to hold the coffee pot up straight. I want to keep it at an angle. Okay. Yeah. That's what we have. And generally the last color, hey Mandy, hey Monique, and Rosemary Killingsworth, good to see y'all. I just swiped down on the chat box to see, and there's been more people to join in the class. So this is what we have. All right. And that's probably about 10 ounces of paint here. Here we go. Move this a little bit closer so you can see. Make sure the strainer's in the middle. And I'm going to pour. While I'm pouring, I'm going to go around in a circle with the Lazy Susan. And this pouring of the paint, I'm going to do slowly. So it might take a few minutes to get the paint color to come out. It'd be nice if this Lazy Susan would turn itself. The yellow's not showing up very much. The burnt sienna and the green is showing up quite a bit. Here comes some of the yellow. Hopefully it won't sink to the bottom. Sometimes colors and the pigment weighs more than some other colors. I can barely see the yellow starting to come out of the strainer. I get all this paint out of the coffee pot and I'll hold this up so y'all can see it better. But it does look like the yellow is sinking to the bottom. We're just about out of paint in the coffee pot. I saw a list of 2019's most popular color trend for paints, and the shrimpy color, real bright peachy pink color, is going to be very popular in our clothing and our paint colors. So y'all be on the lookout for it. This is really pretty in here. I don't know if y'all can see that. There is a little bit of paint left just in case we need it. And I'm going to prop that up. And let's see, Monique is from Holland. That is so cool. Thank you. That is just so cool. And a little bit of the white did come out. See here? And I might, the way this paint's flowing, it looks like this is a little bit unlevel. So I'm going to fix that. Yep. It's a little unlevel. So you can kind of tell the way your paint flows. Yeah, I need something up underneath this to level it a little bit. That's too high. Take a piece of aluminum foil and fold it up a couple times. Maybe that'll work. Let's see if this will work. Doesn't need to go up real high. There. I know this is taking forever for y'all, but I'd really like for the paint to do its own thing. I would really like for it to just slide on off on each side. Let's see. Okay, let's see what that does. It's getting there. Just wondering if I should take the strainer out. I'm curious as to what the middle of the design is going to look like. It looks like it's off just a little bit. So what's everybody's weather like? Tell me what's going on in your part of the world. Is it rainy? Is it cold? Is it warm? It's cloudy. It's supposed to rain here this afternoon. I'm near Jacksonville, Florida. And so it's cloudy and muggy. It's supposed to get up to like about 78 today. So as you can see, this is slowly coming off. Might have to help it a little bit. Yeah. I'm trying to get this thing level. I think the weight of the paint has a lot to do with it too. Okay, we got one area where it's starting to come off here. Rosemary says it's warm and rainy in central Georgia. Ooh. Does it get cold after it rains? It usually does for us. I kind of wish I didn't put that white paint in the very beginning. I don't know. It is starting. I am tilting it a little bit, I guess, because I'm getting impatient. But it is fixing to slide off. The amount of paint that's on here is going to take quite a while for it to dry. No doubt about that. Now I'm going to tilt it this way a little bit. I don't want to stretch the color or the design. That's why I'm not wanting to pick it up and tilt it. And the record, I can bend the edge just a little bit. Let's see. We'll try it with this. There she goes. All right, success. It went over the edge. I'm going to pick the strainer up, see what we have. Let's see, just in case. It's a good idea when you pick up a cup, if you don't like the drips off the cup getting into your design, have you something in your other hand ready to put up underneath it so it will catch those drips. There we go. Well, that's not too bad. The white in there is not too bad. There is a little bit of cell action because that Floetrol will do that. It'll give you a little bit of cell action. The yellow, I'm disappointed in the yellow. I had hoped that there would have been more of that color showing. Oh, it does get colder after the rain? Yeah. So I'm going to hold this up a little bit closer so y'all can see the colors. And they may or they may not. It may, you know, end up developing into some other design of some sort by the time it gets through drying. It ought to be pretty interesting with the alizarin crimson. That was the deep red and the deep yellow. I should have added twice as much of that color in this mix. It would have been a little bit more predominant because it seems to be sinking to the bottom. Metallic leaf green and burnt sienna. So that's what the colors are, and I'll write that in the description too. You know, if you like this color combination. So this white's really taken over. I don't know. That's the beauty of fluid art, right? You just never know. You got something in your mind, and it may work, it may not. And if it doesn't work, we can pour over it. It's not any big deal. It's not a total loss. But I am really liking these colors in here. That's really pretty. Maybe the white will sink down into the colors a little bit. We'll just have to wait and see. I'll take a picture of it tomorrow morning. It'll have a good 24 hours of drying, and we'll see what happens. But overall, that's what we've got. I could, a thought just came to mind. I could, hey Tony, good you joined us. I just had a thought, you know, I could put some more paint in that coffee pot and pour on it. Yeah, or, I don't know. What do y'all think? You think I should try to get rid of the white? Give me some feedback here. Or should I just let it dry and see what happens? The multi-million-dollar question. Oh. Might be kind of pretty with some yellow in the middle. Let's do it. Let's do it. Y'all can hang out with me for a few more minutes. Let's see. I want to clean this strainer out a little bit. So I don't want the colors to turn to mud. And I'm going to put that back in the middle. There we go. And let's see, some deep yellow. Let's see what y'all are saying. Sherry says, more yellow, more yellow. Okay, we're gonna go for it. We're putting in more yellow. And let's see. I'll put in a little bit more of every color, but a whole lot more yellow. How's that? So we have putting in the alizarin crimson. Then I'm going to put in the green. No, I think I'll put in the yellow. Put the whole thing in there. Now the green. And I'm going to hold off on the burnt sienna because the crimson and the burnt sienna are blending in together. So here we go. Let's see what happens. I'm going to turn this to, let's see, so y'all can see. And sometimes this is what happens when you're dealing with this fluid art. You just keep playing with it until you like it. Okay, I'm going to recenter this bowl. There we go. And it's looking pretty good. Let's see. I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to hold each side of the record down so I can get this paint to expand. Can y'all see that? It's growing. Okay, I'm going to turn it this way and lean on both sides at the same time. It's putting a totally different design on the record. It's really pretty. I think so. The colors are really shining through. The crimson, there was too much of the crimson and burnt sienna. This one just used the crimson, yellow, and green. And I'm not too concerned about the paint that's pouring off because I'll let that dry and make skins out of it. And I can use it in other art projects. And that's another class that's going to be offered at this convention. There's another artist that does creates art with paint skins, and it's beautiful, just really pretty. I hope to take her class myself and learn the techniques. You'll create artwork and you'll be able to take it home. So any class that you're going to be in, you'll be able to take that artwork home with you. And so what do y'all think? Now that I've completely redone the design on this record, tell me, which one did you like, the first one or the second one? I'm trying to get the white to go away. I really didn't like it, and I should not have put it in there the first time because I think that just really messed it up. And I should have put in twice the amount of yellow. So that's a good lesson, though, that yellow sinks to the bottom. And there are other colors that do that too. I was trying, oh, silver. Silver will sink to the bottom, and so do some reds. Red is a heavy color. It has a lot of pigment in it. Sherry, you like it? I think these are the colors in your house, isn't it? Now, if I can just get rid of the white. Yeah, I'm stretching it. I don't want to pick it up and tilt it though, because it'll tilt to one side. Doing it this way, I can kind of keep a balance. I wonder what the middle design looks like. Let's take the strainer off and see what our middle looks like. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, there's a little bit of paint left in here. 3. Well, that's cute. Gave us some little dots. So I think once the blow on it, I don't want to blow on it. I want it to move itself. I don't want to have to move it because I don't want the design to be stretched out. You know, I really like this flower thing going on in the middle here. And if I can just get it to stretch balanced out, I'll be happy. Y'all give me some feedback. What do you think? Do you like the white around the rim? Or should I keep going Oop, that one touched the edge. Okay, let's go this way. Get it just a little bit. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me today, and thank you so much for watching. And please feel free to share the video with your family and friends. I really like the brightness of these colors. And if you have any suggestions, let me know. There's been a couple of people that have sent some things to me. One of them was a beautiful, beautiful cardinal painted on a turkey feather. And it was just beautiful. I don't know if I could do that. I try. Somebody sent me a really beautiful Christmas card that had a male cardinal and a female cardinal on it, and a snowy evergreen bush, and it was so pretty. So I thought I would paint it, and I did. I'm quite happy with it. I've got it over there, and I'm putting some varnish on it. I'll show it to y'all. But wow, we went from one drastic pattern. It was just total dark the first time, and now it's kind of glowing at us. You can see the middle. But I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today, and Happy New Year to everybody, and hope to see you again on Crafty Tuesday. I had to stop for all of a sudden. I just got totally blank, but Crafty Tuesday next week. Don't know what it's going to be yet, but we'll get into something. And like I said, if you ever get any ideas, let me know. This almost looks 3D. It's bright. But anyway, thank you so much, everybody. Hugs to everyone. And I will see you again soon, okay? Oh, hi, Linda. Sorry I didn't see you. I just moved the cursor down in the feed box. Glad you joined us. We did a strainer pour on a record that we're going to make a clock out of once it gets dry. So hope you watch the replay of it, and hope you're doing well. Bye for now, everybody. See you again soon.